You want to know when and how much it costs to add a new employee to your health insurance? Well, hey, stick around because that's today's insurance question. How's it going, everyone? I'm Joey Giangola with Giangola Insurance, and today we're going to be talking about adding a new employee to your company's health insurance plan. How much does it cost, and when can you do it? Well, you might not like this answer, but really it depends on both accounts. If your company offers more than one health insurance option, it's going to depend on which plan they choose, if it's single or family coverage, and how old they are and if they use tobacco or not. To find out the rate for those factors, it's not that hard. Really, all you have to do is just talk to your insurance agent. Once you provide them that information, he should be able to give you a number. It's that simple. It's also important to keep in mind there are two costs to consider when talking about the rate. There's the actual rate that the insurance company is going to charge you, which is the full rate. The big ticket item, this is it. Then you also have the amount that you're going to share with you and the employee. So those are two different numbers that might get confusing. So you're going to want to make sure that you're going off of what it's actually costing you, the company, the bottom line, and then you can also factor in what you're going to tell the employee and what your share of it's going to be. And it's also important to remember, as a result of the Affordable Care Act or Obamacare or the ACA, all rates are based upon someone's age now. So every year, somebody's going to get older, they're going to get a different rate. As far as start dates go, it's a little more specific as far as giving you a concrete answer. You really have one of four choices, and it really depends on what you selected when you initially set up your health insurance. You can have the employee come on at the time of hire, so when they officially become an employee, they get the health insurance right away. They can have a 30-day waiting period, a 60-day waiting period, or up to as long as a 90-day waiting period. So what it all boils down to, the advice in this scenario, and if you're considering what waiting period is going to work best for you, you're going to want to ask yourself a question and really look at your company and how it operates. And it really comes down to the turnover. How often are you turning over employees? If it's very infrequent, if you don't do it a whole heck of a lot, well, then guess what? Chances are a shorter waiting period or no waiting period at all is going to serve you best, because you know with a fair amount of certainty that that employee is going to stick around for a while. However, if you're turning people over faster than McDonald's flips burgers, well then, do they flip burgers? Do they still flip? If you're turning people over as fast as McDonald's microwaves burgers, then chances are you're going to want to consider a longer waiting period. Obviously, that's going to incentivize them to stick around so you don't have to retrain somebody. They're going to want to wait to be able to get the health insurance. But again, I'm not telling you how to run your company. I'm just telling you from experience how it generally works best for you. So that's today's insurance question, to help you understand, one, what it's going to cost to add an employee, or at least how to find out what it's going to cost to add an employee, and two, what are your waiting periods, when can they come on, and what your options are. And again, we just tossed in a little advice as to what may or may not work best for your company. So of course, remember, this is part of our daily insurance question pledge to you, where we're doing this 5 days a week. Every day we are open for business. We are answering a question for you to help you better understand the insurance challenges and questions that you face on a day-to-day basis. So it's only fair of us. I mean, we're open, so we might as well go ahead and do something, right? So, however, you have a more specific question that wasn't addressed here about your company's health insurance that you would maybe like the answer to, that you wouldn't want it to be aired publicly, well, feel free, reach out to me directly through an email, phone call, really whatever you want. Get in touch. Be happy to hear from you and understand your situation and answer that question for you. Love answering questions. Gets me up in the morning. Of course, that information can be found right below this video. So, of course, I am Joey Giangola with Giangola Insurance. Take it easy, everyone. As far as start dates go, you can. As far as start dates go, well, you can get